All right, so starting from the front of the pack, the white truck, the second time in Stadium Super Trucks. First time was about a year ago at Texas Motor Speedway. He's in the number 9, hailing out of Tokyo, Japan. It is the Nakata Coatings FA Coat Continental Tires driver of EJ Chiba. And right next to Chiba as the Speed Energy girls make their way off in the 2 position. That is the number 22 out of Orange, California, the HD Supply White Cap Toyo Tires of Zach Van Mater. In the baby blue, number 57. In the 3rd position, out of Nazareth, Pennsylvania, United Fiber and Data Live, Think Loud Development of Bill the Thrill Hines. In the next spot, the green truck, number 60. It is Security State Bank Innovative Computer Professionals of Cole Potts. Next time, Cole Potts. In the black, number 47, Phoenix, Arizona, KMC Wheels Competitor, Continental Tires of Jeff the Hoffman. In the 6th position, the number 68. In the VP Fuels and Lubricants, Heatwave King Shocks out of Yucca Valley, California. Put your hands together for Blade Hildebrand. And next to him on the end outside, the number 55 out of Mesa, Arizona, the MagnaFlow Performance Continental Tires truck of Gavin Harlan. And in the bright orange truck out of Orange, California, Speed Energy Toyo Tires, KMC Wheels, Menards, number 7. His name goes without mention, Robbie Gordon. And in the 9th position, second fastest qualifier, the number 83 out of Gold Coast, Cleveland, Australia, of Matt Brabham. Right behind him in the last spot, it is Sheldon, the Showstopper Speed. So we are off. We're running. Green flag, Ari Lyondike. It is 4 laps to the first competition caution. That being said, they're going to back it down 4 more laps to the checkered flag going into turn 1. Where's your head right now in these first 4 laps?
Oh, just making sure that the truck gets it through turn 1 okay. We got EJ and Zach up front, 2 rookies. Well, EJ's done 1 start. Zach, this is his first start, so high nerves for these guys. They're going to try to get out front and try to build a little bit of a gap here before the quicker guys make it through.
All right, so that being said, you see him filing in. The work is for Robbie Gordon, the number 7, and Sheldon Creed, Matt Brabham. They've got to make their way through the pack. They're the fastest competitors in qualifying, but that does not mean they're the only guys that can win this race. Look at Hines. He steps out. Can he make it work? He gets tucked back in, does not make a position. Those of you up on Pine Street, you're about to get some high-flying action. Toyo Tires sends the pack hauling. We see the VP Fuels and Lubricants truck. He gets a little bit sideways right there. That's Blade Hildebrand in the number 68. He moves up in position.
Potts gets hit from behind a little bit. Debris on the track there, but that doesn't matter. We got big tires, so we can roll right over it.
These Toyo Tires, Continental Tires, roll right over it. King Shots keeps them suspended high in the air. Look at them. HD Supply, back man-to-meter. Little sloppy right there, pulls it together. Hey, man, this is my first race in a super truck. I got to stay cool. I got to stay calm. Bill Hines, he's in the lead. KMC Wheels, he gets a little bit sideways as they all make it through this section nice and clean. We've seen a lot of contact right here.
Blade to the inside here.
Lubricants to the inside. Can he make the pass?
Great side-by-side action here on the front straightaway. Blade trying to make a run on Hines. He's got a good run. He's going to get in the toe here and try to make a pass into 1.
Big air for Cole Potts in the number 60 right there. Gets a little bit sideways in the air, collects himself. Had some problem on that jump yesterday in qualifying. Calmed down, mellowed out, looking good. Look at Hines trying to put the mirrors out. Gets outbraked a little bit. Blade Hildebrand, he is in the lead. Oh, 3 wide.
3 wide.
Vanometer, he goes wide. He makes it. EJ Chiba, he backs it into the tires right there.
Brabham, the real winner on that one.
Having a little bit of a struggle. Yeah, you're right, man. Brabham just getting through that nice and clean, but check it out, Ari. Already, lap 2, some of the fastest guys have already moved through the pack.
Yeah, one guy we don't see up there really is Robbie. Robbie's had a tough time moving through the field. Here we got a move coming on Hines here. That's Sheldon Creed making it up to 2nd place if he can make it stick.
All right, so right now, Blade Hildebrand, he's looking comfortable. Sheldon, the Showstopper Creed, he's got the number 2 Continental Tires truck. He has got his sight on the leader right now. front and low. That means he's hitting the ramp pretty much wide open.
Ooh.
We get a little shaken up. I believe that's the all-white truck to number 55 of Gavin Harlan. His
whip.
hood's already tuned up a little bit, real sideways.
That's so hard as a driver because it really limits your visibility, obviously. He's been struggling all weekend. Obviously, the truck's not jumping right for him.
So a little bit of struggle there. Matt Brabham, he gets a nice clean pass on Hines. They played gentlemanly with each other right there. So there is Hildebrand. He looks good. To the inside, the number 2 of Sheldon Creed. Way to the inside. Hucks it up on 3. Smoke off the Continental tires. Little bit of contact in between Hildebrand and Creed.
Hildebrand with a great run off the corner, though. No wheel spin. You got Sheldon on hot pursuit. Blade's been very vocal about his truck not jumping well in practice, so it looks like he's worked it out, but a great battle for first.
Here we go. Big run right here. The draft came into play. Creed is in the inside, but that's going to put him to the outside of the next turn coming up. Hildebrand, he's got the line. Is he going to let him go? He does, nice and easy, trying to get on the brakes. I know Creed's in that car, staying wide open, pumping the brake with his other foot. Do I have the brakes that I need? Am I going to be able to stop in time? Hawk Performance makes it happen. Creed moves into P1.
Yeah, solid. That's trouble for the other guys. Lap 3, Creed's already in front. Brabham was his closest competitor in qualifying, only being separated by 1/1000th of a second. So look for that battle to develop. But here we have Robbie, who's struggling to really get to the front, which is a surprise. Obviously, he has one more lap until the comp caution. He's got a little bit of time here.
Big smoke off the Continental tires of Sheldon Creed right there. I'm thinking, and Ari, correct me if I'm wrong, right now, you got to use these first 4 laps to get yourself in a position where at least you can strike in the second half of the race. Right now, Robbie Gordon's kind of falling off that pace. That's a surprise because we know he's a past champion. He's a guy that should be up front running for a podium.
Yeah, you really need to be in the top 5 here. Look at Brabham lining up a pass on Blade Hildebrand. He's on the outside, which is not the greatest position to make this pass stick, but Blade looks like he's late braking. Looks like it's side-by-side through into the next jump.
So you see him right there, side-by-side. Blade hits it sideways, sets it up well. Matt Brabham set it up a little bit better. That's why he's the 2018 Stadium Super Trucks World Champion.
Oh.
Look at Blade. He's like, that's it. I'm not taking it
down
from you, dude. Absolutely not. Blade gets the inside. Good move. In my book, that was a clean move. It was aggressive. It was clean. He didn't door him too hard right there, so looked pretty good. So Brabham, he goes backwards in position. You don't see that happen very often, but look at the hang time from Gavin Harlan, that all-white number 55, really sending it down the front stretch.
Man, he's pushing hard. Hines and Robbie here dueling it out. Creed opened up in a little gap here. And you got Hines really working this position here, but Robbie's got it.
The last few weeks, Bill Hines, someone to talk about. A few weeks ago, Circuit of the Americas, the F1 track down in Austin, Texas, Bill Hines ran so well. Epic battle between him and Gavin Harlan. Really impressive run for him. Then, the same thing, running pretty well Texas Motor Speedway 2 weeks ago. Then a big get-off. But his confidence level has stayed high. He's running better, his lap time show and his overall show. So he's someone that is to be tended to right now. I mean, you can't just count out Bill Hines. He's going to ruin your day.
Yeah, no, he's doing good. He's vastly improved from last year. I think it's a lot of focus going into this. We got a little replay here. This is the move that Blade put on Matt. Matty was not expecting that, I think.
No.
I think he really thought he had the position 1, and he didn't really check his mirror before turning in.
Hey, and that's the way it should be. That's good racing right there. You see Matt Brabham, he now gets back in front of Blade Hildebrand. Blade tucks in, uses the draft. As I've said many times before, these trucks punch a major hole in the air. They're not real aerodynamic, so the draft comes into play. It's very important. Both these guys, same line, nice and smooth through there. Set up for the KMC wheels drum. KMC wheels sends him perfect into this big sweeper. Now Brabham's got a small lead. He's got his work cut out for him to get Creed. The good news is we'll be seeing a comp caution soon, and that means we're going to bunch them up, and we'll have a single file restart here momentarily for the second half of the race.
Yeah, it looks like we just went yellow here, so here's our comp caution.
So that's it. Comp caution, folks. That is halfway through the race. Stadium Super Trucks is to be entertaining at all times. That's where the mandatory competition caution comes from.
Man, did you see Gavin in the background there coming to the comp caution, just all sorts of sideways off the jump? I got to think that he's struggling with that truck off the jumps.
It looks like he is, and the thing with a guy like Harlan, he's a never-say-die kid, man. He's just on it. Here's a replay right here. Look at Blade Hildebrand, got a little sideways there, scrubbed a little bit of speed, but it's not going to be a big difference because we got our comp caution here. So First half of the race, for laps, they are in the record books. We've got our speed sidebyside.com 1000 out there. That is Todd Romano. That is our pace cars. They lead them around and get ready to go green flag racing momentarily.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is that exactly how it happens? It's just bunch them up, basically, right?
Yeah, that's what it is, Bruce. Bruce, it is a matter of we want to keep them tight, man. Racing's supposed to be exciting. They get spread out. We throw that caution halfway through the race. So ultimately the goal is, if you're a faster guy, use the first half of the race to be smart. Don't waste your tires. Don't waste your brakes. Don't waste the truck. Get yourself in a position where you can strike for an overall or a podium in the second half. So we're going to do a single file rolling restart, Bruce, for the second half of this race.
Also, one other item, they are more aerodynamic than a brick.
Yes, they are.
Slightly.
That's a solid point. Google it. It's a fact.
Well, so interesting thing now, we're looking at lap times from the first half of the race. Creed Brabham in the 145s. Gordon, the only other driver in the 145s. He's got the speed, but right now he's sitting fifth. He's only going to have a few laps to get up there to challenge for the win.
That's a solid point, Ari. And right now it's not a matter of he's just got nobody in front of him. He's got Jeff Hoffman in front of him. That's not an easy task. You know, he's got Blade Hildebrand in there. And then to get up and run for a podium right now, that's not going to be simple. As you see, Blade Hildebrand either keeping heat in the tires or just being a kid and having fun. You know, it
looks
can
fun
go
to me.
either way
I wish
there.
I was out there.
One last item I need to sneak in is that the IMSA Vintage GTO follows you guys, where last year you were the closer.
That's right.
There's a race yet behind you.
Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks is not going to be the end of the action today. We do have the vintage race following right after, so you're going to want to stick around for that right after the Stadium Super Trucks podium. So that is going to be happening. Folks, one turn to go. Sheldon Creed, Continental Tires #2. He is a two-time Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks champion, an ARCA NASCAR champion, and he is going to set the pace for this restart as slow or as fast as he would like to go. And the green flag will be flying. Sheldon Creed decides we're going to do it on the loud pedal as he stands on it. Wide open down the front stretch. Continental Tires sending him to the green flag.
Great jump on that start for Sheldon Creed. Looked like he gassed it right on the landing of the first jump. Got himself a little gap here.
You know, you don't see that a lot in a restart. Someone get that big of a jump. Now a good battle once again. Blade Hildebrand and Brabham, they've been basically chained together for the last couple laps. They can't get rid of one another. That's also allowing Sheldon to kind of pull away because they've got a battle of their own going, never mind trying to catch the leader.
Yeah, exactly. I think Brabham's looking in his mirror a little bit, but now he seems to be focused on the lead. I think he's caught up a little bit, so Sheldon is feeling the pressure right now.
So there we are. Robbie Gordon, you see him in the bright orange #7. That's the Speed Energy Toyo Tires Menards entry, as he is trying to put as much pressure as he can on the KMC wheels of Jeff Hoffman.
Good run.
Hoff.
Good run here.
He uses the draft on Hoffman.
Man, Sheldon's locking up a lot.
He nonstop, more than you normally see, not just for Sheldon, but for a lot of the trucks out there. Yeah. We see the smoke coming off these tires a lot in the corners, but more than normal. That's a solid pickup right there.
So the drivers have the ability to change the brake bias from the front to the rear. It looks like Sheldon's running a lot of front brake bias, and it seems to be that it's hurting him a little bit. It's affecting his braking, and now you see Brabham on the attack.
Oh, Brabham to the inside. He's not going to be squirrely. He's not going to take it. He's going to try to move him around. These two have had these battles for many years. That puts Creed to the inside. It'll put Brabham to the inside on the next turn. Both of them staying on it. No one given. Brabham's now the inside. Creed's like, all right, dude, I'm going to have to let this happen right now. But the battle's not over yet. Then all of a sudden, there is Blade Hildebrand. He's back in the mix again. So now, for the first time, Brabham's in the lead. Sheldon Creed moves back to P2. Is it going to stay that way? Absolutely no guarantees. But as you mentioned, man, could be that braking. Maybe he's got his bias adjusted a little bit wrong. That might be the downfall for Creed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a simple turn of the knob. He can adjust the brakes a little bit to the rear, and I think he's going to be more effective under braking. So look at him try to make a move on the outside. So tough right here. Brabham gives him the room. So we're headed into the fountain area. Really, really tight here.
You know, these guys, we've seen a lot of great battles. Look
Blade.
Blade, he sticks his nose in. Almost gets him. Almost moves up to P2 for the first time today. So right now we are Creed, Brabham, and Blade Hildebrand. Behind him, it is Hoff and Robbie Gordon, rounding out your top 5 right there. So Creed back out in front again. Great race, and this is where the elbows are up, man. This is where it gets serious. Only 3 laps to go. Go Gadget smoke screen off the Continental Tire #2, making it difficult for Brabham to see. And look,
Brabham gets the run here just because of that lockup, so Creed he's going to be on the wrong side, though.
Little sideways there. Gave Creed a bit of a problem there. So right now they're going to go back into the draft. These next two tight sections, this is where we saw 2 passes for the lead just over the last couple of laps, but they're not in the draft. It is Brabham to what's going to be the inside, Creed to the outside. This is where he made the pass a lap ago.
Yeah, this is great, but this is also giving everybody else a chance now. So you see all the drivers such as Blade and Hoffman and Robbie now in the mix. More side by side. Now kind of the opposite of last lap. Let's see if Creed can stick it to the inside here. It's tight.
They are giving each other a little bit of room there, racing very aggressively, but being cool with one another. Look at that shot, side by side down Shoreline Drive. Only a couple of laps ready to go. Look at Gavin Harlan in the back. He's flying sideways again. Now coming around this big sweeper, standing on the loud pedal. Coming down to the last few laps. It is Brabham the inside, Creed the outside. Looks like Blade Hildebrand, he's still in the mix. The Hoff's like, just give me a chance to get in the top 3.
Good racing here, raising the wheel up, headed to the fountain again. Side by side they touch.
And good contact right there. Creed got a little squirrely, got himself back together again. You can throw a blanket over the top 4 trucks right now. As Matt Brabham, the number 83 Carlisle entry. He is the 2018 Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks World Champion. Right behind him is 2-time Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks World Champion Sheldon Creed. What a battle there so far. But yet we see Robbie Gordon. He's like, man, Robbie's going fast. The lap times make sense, but the racing's so hard up front. We've seen they've all dropped almost a second off their lap time from the first half of the race. They're slowing each other down because this battle just won't end.
Yeah, it's really tight here. You know, see Sheldon again with the front brakes. Goes a little wide, misses the apex here. So it's giving them an opportunity to catch up. But now Robbie making a move. We got Robbie side by side with the Hoff.
This is the most we've seen him work on the Hoff yet. This is his best opportunity for Gordon to make it happen. Gets in, runs it in a little bit deep. Hoff not giving him too much room. He's being cool about it. Robbie runs him outside, runs him wide, makes that pass happen, sets his sights on Blade Hildebrand. Meanwhile, as much of a battle as it is, Sheldon Creed and Matt Brabham are starting to pull a small bit of distance over third place right here. So very impressive, as I believe we're about to get the white flag. Right now, Matt Brabham, Carlisle, number 83, in the lead. Look at Robbie Gordon.
Hits him.
Big contact as they draft down the front stretch. Just pushing him. Robbie Gordon putting a lot of pressure on the VP Fuels and Lubricants competitor.
Blade's going to protect the inside here, make Robbie work on the outside. Meanwhile, the lead with Sheldon and Brabham gets tight too.
Did you see him? Now Robbie
into
to
the
the
wall.
outside. Big contact with the wall right there. Not a dirty move. Blade just getting in. He says, move over, old man. I'm staying on the podium.
Blade's fighting tooth and nail to concede that third spot. Meanwhile, the leaders have now left. They have gone. They're 1 lap to go in a battle of their own.
So here we are.
Oh, Sheldon.
Creed gets into the wall all on his own. That's when you know he's pushing the limits of that truck, pushing his own abilities as he's doing everything he can to chase down our leader right now. Champion on champion, hiking it up on three-wheel. It's a good feeling for our leaders as they lay a little sideways off the Toyo Tire ramp, following behind each other right now. See if there's going to be a pass going in here. There's been a lot of passing off of this straightaway right here.
Robbie's got a great run here. Look for Robbie to make the pass for the podium. Oh, he's running all the way to the wall. They crash.
Oh, big
They're
contact.
into each other.
Oh, both drivers are going to be
drivers.
out. Big contact, racing hard. The two of them getting into one another.
And that was just a case of Blade trying to protect too heavily.
Blade's bringing it to the finish line. He's like, listen, Robbie's done. I am not. I'm bringing this truck to the finish line. I need as many points as I can. So we're coming down Shoreline Drive. It is Matt Brabham and Sheldon Creed. The white flag is flying. Last and final lap to go.
Well, Sheldon made a little mistake there coming out of the corner, and that's gapped Brabham a little bit. And here we actually see Gavin Harlan's actually making up a little bit of space in 4th place.
Robbie Gordon still racing. 3 Toyo tires is enough. He's like, I'm just running it. There's Blade Hildebrand. He got pulled in as well. He's probably going to see if he can get a tire on and finish the race. I don't know if there's time to do that. But meanwhile,
I don't see Robbie getting fired up, but I think he might be fired up after this one.
Yeah, he's going to be wound up. They're both going to be wound up. That was good racing right there. The shadows of the track under the tunnel, hard to tell exactly if it was someone's fault. From here, it looked like it was just racing. Who knows? There may be more to it. You don't always get all the action from the commentary booth, but what I can tell you right now, Matt Brabham, headstrong, Carlisle truck, the number 83, looking very comfortable in the lead. But I can know for a fact Sheldon Creed is not done.
No, he's not done. But this is pretty comfortable here for Brabham. This is probably the biggest lead he's had in a few laps. Now it's all about minimizing mistakes, just making sure that you hit your marks, don't overshoot the corner. Here we have a replay.
Oh, Robbie Gordon gets into the back.
Oh, he was hooked on him.
It got hooked to him. Nothing they could do right there.
Big impact here.
Yep, big impact right there for Robbie Gordon as well. So the two of them, they've been racing hard. Here's another look at it. We saw this a little bit earlier. They're already hooked together.
I think Blade faded to block Robbie, and they just hooked up together, and it was kind of no fault of either Robbie or Blade. Maybe Blade should have reacted a little quicker there, but it looks like they just hooked up.
Here we are, the last turn. Checkered flag should be flying. VP Fuels and Lubricants sends them to the next jump. Continental Tires fires them off to the checkered flag. That is it for race number 1. Matt Brabham wins Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks race number 1. Sheldon Creed in P2. Great run, great race for the two of them.
Yeah. Great
Wild
for the Hoffman,
ride.
too. I mean, Hoffman came home with the podium. You know, he played it smart. And so Hoffman on that final spot on the box.
So, great race. As always, Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks did not let down anyone. There's Matt Brabham, the number 83 Carlisle world champion, out here doing his expression session, having a good time. Two of the biggest talents in motorsport right now out there, Matt Brabham and Sheldon Creed. Racing IndyCar, they've been in the Indy 500, racing NASCAR, ARCA champions, Super Truck champions, racing in V8 Supercar, all kinds of great stuff from those two competitors, and they just showed you the skill and the ability they have to race tough. Kudos to them, and hey, honestly, kudos to Blade Hildebrand and Robbie Gordon for having a great race. Sometimes things happen, and that was a racing incident.
Yeah, I mean, this was such an awesome race. I mean, it really had everything. You had battle for the lead. You had, you know, a lot of really good action throughout the field. Look at Brabham right now.
Oh, look at the
and
two of them.
Sheldon putting on a show for the fans.
It was about 2 or 3 years ago, right or in the same section there. Matt Brabham went to do that for the first time, and he did it for about 17 and a half feet and drove into the wall. It was a big crowd favorite. I think we sold tickets for the next year from that one.
Hey,
but
I've
now
been
he's
there
got
too.
it down. Absolutely. Sheldon, can he make it around the corner? He does.
Nice work.
So great show for these guys. Hey, we can all hear you right now. It's a little quiet around the track. If you like what just happened with Stadium Super Trucks, make some noise. That's what I'm talking about, folks. So up on top of the box, Matt Brabham, 83. P2, Sheldon Creed. Jeff Hoffman rounds out the top 3. Gavin Harlan in 4th. Robbie Gordon in 5th. Cole Potts, Bill Hines, Zach Vandemeter, EJ Chiba, and Blade Hildebrand finishes in 10th place. We're going to head on down here to the podium, meet the top 3.